Let's speak to Hugh Andree, though, CEO of weSERVED, of course, a man who knows a thing or two about the military. He's not particularly happy when it came out yesterday that Shabana Mahmood, the new Home Secretary, is talking about housing migrants and moving them out of hotels and into military bases, effectively. Hugh, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Mike. How are you?
Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Tell me what's going on in the world of the military, because you know better than I do that some of the sort of barracks, some of the housing for military families is not exactly what you might call, you know, gold standard, and yet they're now being told that they may have to either possibly move out or evacuate or make space for certain members of the migrant community.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I think this is yet again another absolute slap in the face to our armed forces. And, you know, at a time, I'm grateful for you not asking me to come into the studio today, because obviously I'd be cycling or on my line bike, etc. But at a time where our one single reliable entity in the United Kingdom for getting things done is our military, we now insult them by saying, well, actually, we'll use your barracks and your real estate, of which there is a fair bit after government has slashed the size of our armed forces. But I just think that, you know, there are, according to a number of charities, between 2,500 to 3,000 homeless veterans at present. And we know the good work that Badger down in Cornwall does at his retreat for homeless veterans, and he's having to do that himself. We have 20,000 members of the armed forces, including their families, leaving military service every year. Where are they going to live?
Yeah.
And probably the one the incident that really upset me the most, as we mentioned before, is with bereaved families, those who lose, you know, the individual, whether it's the husband or wife serving in the military. They're given less than 12 weeks to get out of their quarters. And that's why Gilly Carell set up Beyond the Wire.
Yeah. Because
we have between 15 and 19,000 bereaved families in the United Kingdom. Now, you know, when is a government going to look after our own first?
Yeah. And that is a very, very straightforward question, and one which they don't seem capable of answering. They talk a good game. I mean, only yesterday, Keir Starmer was putting out his tweets about creating 1,700 new jobs in defence contracting and talking about building our defences up, all of which is complete and utter cobblers, by the way. But he doesn't talk about the actual truth of what it's like to be a member of the armed forces and how badly treated they actually are.
Yeah, the ones who had absolutely zero pay rise.
Yeah.
But they don't whinge, they don't go on strike. It wouldn't surprise me if we hear they've been drafted in to drive the tubes this week.
Right.
And actually, and this is where I bang on about the importance of employing veterans, and you know better than anyone else, they're the kind of individuals who get things done.
Yeah.
Now, you know, let's cast our minds back to when we were in the pandemic and we needed 3 hospitals built, you know, in double quick time.
Yeah.
And literally overnight, we built 3 Nightingale hospitals, which obviously were never used. Now, you know, are you telling me that we can't build 3 facilities like that over the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
And contain all of those seeking asylum in one place and process them. And really, Mike, it comes back to me now, you know, when are we going to get the armed forces? When's General Walker and CGS and CDS, so that's Chief of the General Staff, Chief of the Defence Staff, you know, we're getting to a point now where we should just put them in charge and get them to sort things out, because they'll get things done.
Yeah.
Because at the moment we are just going to hell in a handcart.
I mean, it is incredible how badly prepared we are for everything. And this is the same Prime Minister, by the way, who told us, what, 2-3 months ago, we're going to be now setting ourselves on a war footing because there's going to be terrible problems coming down the pipe. We could not be less on a war footing, I don't think, than we are now, could we?
No, I agree. We're, you know, still under-resourced. It was all well and good saying that, you know, we're going to spend X, Y, and Z by 2030.
Right.
We should be spending, you know, the 2.5%. In my book, we should be going up to about 4 or 5%.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, take it off the welfare dole bludgers, you know, take it off the migrants and put it into bleeding defence and pay people properly.
Put it in there now.
Yeah.
Absolutely, not tomorrow, because tomorrow they're, you know, the horse may have left.
Well, yeah, the horse will be dead, I'm afraid.
Yes.
But listen, Hugh, good to talk to you. We've got to run. Thank you very much indeed. Hugh Andree from weSERVED, an amazing organisation, relatively new. Go check it out, weSERVED.com. He's the CEO. It serves veterans as they do serve us.